It's time for another Petey's Puck Talk. This time, we are talking about Clayton Keller. But we're going to start off with a few numbers. And I just wanted, this is since he has joined the team full-time in 17-18. He played 16-17 a few games, but full-time. He is first in games played, first in goals, first in assists, first in points, first in power play points, and first in total shots. He is leading in every offensive category since he has joined the team. So this is no surprise that he continues to be their biggest offensive option. So where do we start? We have to start in the offensive zone. This is going to be a little different than some of the Petey's Puck Talks. We're going to say not what he needs to work on, it's what got him to where he is. And so we're going to go with his offensive zone. Let's start with his playmaking and his vision and his ability to make plays. We talked about Michelli being able to pass through sticks and through people. Keller is absolutely elite as his ability to distribute pucks in the offensive zone through tight areas, tight spaces, and most often, as we talked about, it's with Nick Schmaltz and his ability to get the puck across the Royal Road. This is the same picture we used for Schmaltz. 8 of the goals that Schmaltz scored of his 22 were passes that made across the Royal Road by Clayton Keller. The Royal Road is the middle of the ice and has much higher percentage of scoring if you can get passes across that. Keller is exceptional at getting pucks across the Royal Road. And here's some of those plays that you can see how he was able to get through space, through sticks, through players to get shots through the Royal Road to Nick Schmaltz. And here again, these are more shots. He's able to get through sticks, through players, places where you don't think you should make a pass. He can make a pass. His playmaking is elite. And here he is on the power play. We talk about what can happen to him on the power play. I think there's room for improvement here based on systems and their ability to score. But again, here's passes through the Royal Road that he's able to make with his exceptional vision. Next thing, he has a skill. Like his hands are high end. When you look at breakaways and guys that have quick hands, his ability to take a goalie inside out and turn him around from the blue paint is high end. And he's one of the top players on this team on the shootout. Not Verbata or a coin, but he's really talented from this part of the ice. And the other thing is underrated for Clayton Keller is his shot. He could be goalies clean from the hash marks, top of the circle in, and you could see it as we get to some of the other slides on where he is most apt to do that. But he's got a really good shot. These are things that he has had all along. And we talked about his power play skill. He is a threat to score on the power play because of his quick shot and his quick release, his ability to pick spots on the ice. Let's take a look at his goal location. Now, this took a while because he scores a lot. So this is 37 goals that he scored. And interesting, he scores the majority of his goals by his shot because his shot is so elite. But so I want to go to that slide next. He scored a third of his goals on his offside. And what that means is he shoots left-handed and he's on the right side of the ice and he has his stick in the middle of the ice. And this is an area he is really dangerous off his off wing. He likes to shoot from this area of the ice.
Was it Tip that identified that initially?
So Tip moved him from the left to the right. And I think he felt a lot more comfortable. You've seen him in the power play here under Bear play on both sides. And they had different threats off of that other side. I like Keller on the right side of the ice. And this is why he's so dangerous with his stick to the inside. So as you watch him this season, watch his shots from this side of the ice and how dangerous he is from here. We're going to talk about now is what has evolved. What makes Clayton Keller an all-star? Not just a good offensive player, but what takes that next step? What makes him better than the other players that he is surrounded with? And the first thing is getting to the net. And this is something he did not do in his first few years here. He did not do this under Tippett. He did not do this under Tocchet. Bear has been able to awaken this in him. And whether that's maturity or strength or confidence, you look at the shots that he scored, almost a third of his goals he has got from the hash marks in where he's driving the net or he's camped out in front of the net. And that's something he did not have in his repertoire when he first started out in the league. This is the area you need to go to if you want to be an elite goal scorer in the National Hockey League. He has finally shown the ability to do that. And you're going to look at some of these plays where he's beating players to that area, where he's working hard to get there, and he's have to physically engage to get to that area of the ice. Here's an example against Edmonton, one against Calgary, where he gets inside the defender, gets his stick presented, and he's able to score a goal from in those difficult areas. And here he is, not scoring on these plays, but look, he's in the blue paint, engaging with defensemen. He's being pushed around and being physical. He's confident in these areas, and this is what's going to elevate him as he progresses as an offensive talent. The other thing he does is he drives the net. He didn't used to do this, Craig. He used to pull up at the top of the circle and try to look for the pretty saucer play. Now he drives the net. And if you want to separate yourself from good to great, you need to continue to play like this. The other area is without the puck. This is where I think the little noticed things that Clayton Keller does when he doesn't have the puck that make him so much better. And one of the things is his puck pursuit. When you look at some elite goal scorers, and I'm going to throw Sidney Crosby and Alexander Ovechkin in there. I'm not comparing him to those players. What I'm saying is this desire when you don't have the puck to get the puck is what separates those good scores. And Clayton Keller now has that. If he doesn't have it, he wants it. And so here he is on these two plays where he's back checking. And these are NHL players he's going against where he uses his speed, puts his head down, great stick, and he gets the puck going back the other way. He wants the puck. And he doesn't give up on those plays until he has been able to get the puck back. Here he is again. You look at the puck pursuit here against San Jose. The one interesting thing about this one is he physically separates the forward from the puck, and he gets the puck going the other way. He's not afraid to use his body, and Keller's bigger than he was when he started, and he continues to work on his size. This is the part of his game that has actually improved the most over time, and this area that we've talked about on the show, his ability to defend. The better he can defend, the more time he can spend on the ice. And you can see in this clip where he starts off in front of the net, he's very low at the hash marks. He's protecting the front of the net, just where he should be, but as the puck changes sides, he jumps quickly, which is what Bear wants. And not only does he get there quickly, physically engages, separates the opponent from the puck, and makes a turnover. That's a high-end play for a player that's a skilled player to make defensive plays like that. And here he is again. This is against top players of the Florida Panthers where he gets a stick in the play, his desire to continue to compete and make a good defensive play to get the puck going the other way, continues to excel. Here he is physical against Chicago. Quick foot movement, separates the player from the puck, pins him against the boards, and allows his line mate to get the puck going the other way. This is the part of his game that has improved the most without question. Here he is again defending. This is against Kirill Kaprizov. This is a really good hockey player with good quickness and good footwork. Good stick, creates a turnover, goes the other way. So he can be on the ice with some of these skilled players. And if you can defend like this, you get more ice time. You get more ice time, you get more opportunities. Here he is in the neutral zone defending where he switched with the defenseman. Now he's backing up, closes off Connor Clifton, separates it from the puck, and they continue to move on. And here's the last area I really want to talk about is his compete. His ability to compete and work in all situations. Here he is. It's an offensive side. The puck dribbles behind the goalie. Instead of staying in the periphery, he attacks the net. He gets pushed by 3 Minnesota Wild, pushed down on his butt, and he's still able to score because he's competing and getting to those dirty areas. Here he is again, where you see that compete level, where he fights off the Winnipeg Jet to main offensive zone possession of the puck. You're going to see it again, where he's going into the corner, this time with Spurgeon, one-on-one with Spurgeon, and his fight, his compete. He doesn't give up on that puck, ends up getting pushed to the ice, but still able to make a good offensive play because of his compete. Here he is one-on-one with Wood from New Jersey. Physical, pushes him to the ice, creates a turnover. His compete level has improved so much over time that you are no longer afraid to put him on the ice in all of these situations. Here he is again, physically engaging, quick in the offensive zone, getting that puck back, and willingness to compete. And that, all of those things together, allow him to be on the ice for the penalty kill. His stick is better. His speed is better. He understands his assignments on the penalty kill. He doesn't hurt you on the kill. Ended up with 2 shorthanded goals because of his ability to kill penalties. He can be on the ice in all situations now. He is now a threat. When you pull the goalie or the goalie is pulled, Clayton Keller can be on the ice. And let's look at a few things. Chasing Coyote history. Right now, as it stands, he's 11th in games played. And you look at the list that he's behind, he has a chance to catch Bodker, Roenick, and Verbata right now and get into the top 10. Then we can go to goals with 5th with 133. He can catch Roenick and Verbata this year and end up 3rd behind Tkachuk and Doan this season with a great year. You go to assists, he's 6th in Coyotes history with assists. And realistically, this year can catch Numminen, Roenick, and potentially Keith Yandel, again, to put him 3rd behind Doan and Oliver Ekman-Larsson for all-time Coyotes assist leaders. Points, he's 5th right now in Arizona Coyote history, and he can easily catch Verbata, Roenick, and Larson to be 2nd only behind Shane Doan if he has another repeat season like last year. And we talked about his chase of Tkachuk tied, and he stands alone with Tkachuk now as 86 points in one season. And that, my friends, is a Petey's Puck Talk on Clayton Keller.
Wow. Look at that graphic. Are you gonna
and I built the graphic. Thanks, man.